Hello, my name is Jamie Kelleher. I am from Western Springs, Illinois, currently living in Schweinfurt, Germany. I work as an engineer for SRAAM bicycle components. I also became an ultra-endurance cyclist somewhere along the way. Welcome to the OhioRAAM show.
Well, thank you, Jamie Keller, for that introduction. Jamie will be on the October 17th OhioRAAM show, and that's going to be a very special show, as this is show number 198, and you might guess what's special about that. And my name is Lee Kreider. I'm the producer of the show. This is a show about cycling and ultracycling. Hey, Maria, I understand you just got back from Hawaii. What were you doing over there?
Yes, I was part of a team of a guy that did Epic 5. These guys do 5 iron distances in 5 consecutive days in 5 different islands. So I was part of that crew. It was amazing, not to say anything else.
Well, we're glad to have you back, Maria. The OhioRAAM show comes to you from the good people who staff the Race Across America time stations, 41 in Oxford, Ohio, 42 in Blanchester, Ohio, and 43 in Chillicothe, Ohio. We release the show on the 7th, the 17th, and 27th of each month. Be sure to check the show notes. You'll see more information about today's guest. Plus, there's places there where you can follow the OhioRAAM show on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Also, on the website, you can sign up for show notifications in the email slot provided for you. On today's show, we're going back to Kabir Rachure, who will be racing in the Race Across America in 2019. Kabir just finished the Great Himalyan Ultra. We'll talk to him about that. We had to record this show twice because the first go at it, the connections were so bad that we decided we better do it again. And also, since that time, Kabir had had his race in the Himalayan mountains. With that, we're going to go on to India with Kabir.
Hello, Kabir. Nice to have you in the show again. How are you doing today?
Hi. I'm doing good. No, just finished my training.
Say that again?
Just finished my training.
I know you did Great Himalayan Ultra.
It was my first experience to ride in the high altitude race. So I think it's the world's most difficult 600 kilometer race right now in the world.
Now, you mentioned something about acclimating to that altitude. Is that required by the race director? Do you guys have to be there?
Yeah, the mandatory requirement was 7 days prior to the race. Yeah, because after 7 days, your body increases the red blood cells in your body. So your body get acclimatized. The way, the more days you are there, it will be easy for you to ride. Mm-hmm. So the mandatory acclimatization time was 7 days.
And then you said that there were mandatory sleep breaks after every 20 kilometers or just a few?
No. After 320 kilometers.
Okay, so how many?
3 hours.
3? Okay.
3 hours. Divya has kept one cutoff time to reach that mandatory sleep, because while going Dras, the turnaround point is Dras. That is somewhere around 320 kilometers or something. So she has kept a cutoff time. If somebody reaches late, he was not allowed to carry forward. So he had to quit there and he can race there, but he is not allowed to race beyond that time.
Hardest part?
Hardest part was actually there is one pass called Fatula Pass. That is, the altitude is 4,300 meters. And we were climbing that twice in 24 hours. So I was kind of shivering on the second time when I was climbing that. And that is 26 kilometer climb, which gives some 2,600 meter elevation in that stretch. and it is very lengthy. It is a cold desert. You will not see any single tree. Everything is between the mountains, and entire the route, one river was alongside with the road, and the sound of the river in the night time was horrible, because it was it was full moon, I guess, and the river was looking very scary.
Did you win the race?
Yeah, I did win the race.
Were there a point in the race where you thought you may not finish the race? Were you?
Before the starting of the race, I guess on the second day of the acclimatization, because I was fitting my bike, and I went for a short spin, like 7-8 kilometers, and my heart rate was averaging like 180 beats per minute, and I was like, how I will ride for 180 beats per minute the entire race, because I never, because my maximum heart rate is 160, 163. So it was very uneasy for me. Then that's the first time when I thought that this is not possible, I think.
Kabir, so were there any difficulties besides the heart rate?
This is a cold desert, so the temperature is around 16 or 20 degrees Celsius most of the time. But you will get very tan, because the brightness is very much in that area. And you will get tanning, and you will feel that you are getting heat stroke or something, because the outer temperature is something 16 or 20, but the brightness is very much more. It's more than a normal terrain. So you will need sunglasses at 6 o'clock in the morning.
The high altitude, of course, doesn't block the ultraviolet rays. Is that correct, Kabir?
Yeah, correct.
How many racers, Kabir, were there, you know?
4 people had signed up, but 1 didn't turn up, and 3 were racing. I finished first. Amit Samarth was 40 minutes behind me. And there is one more racer, Sumit Patil. He finished beyond the RQ timing. He finished, I guess, in 40 hours.
Lee, what do you think?
Well, I think this is a wonderful race. And I just was chatting with Divya, and I said, I really would like to see this become an international race.
Are you thinking about Race Across America?
Yeah, I have already registered about the Race Across America for 2019. So This was a training ride to how I will react in the Wolf Creek Pass. We have 2-3 more races coming, which we will do it as a simulation rides. And I am coming on the 1st May, and I'll stay in Arizona for some weeks, and for some weeks I will be in Colorado.
Wolf Creek will be a baby.
I think RAAM is a monster, because comparing RAAM with 600 kilometer will be unfair. But I think I scare with the first cutoff time of the RAAM, which is first hard cutoff time. If I'll make it to that in proper timing, then I think I'll go through it.
I wanted to share a little bit about Kabir as a racer from my observations of him during the Ultraspice race. So the Ultraspice race is a 5-day race. He had a great crew with him. On the last day, in fact, when he was, he and another racer, Bharat, who I think you've emailed as well about interviewing. So Bharat and he were racing for the 2nd position in the race. And they were really close to each other. They were within 5 minutes of each other for the last 3 or 4 control points. And at some point, Kabir realized that Bharat was running short of food. His crew had not been able to get to him in time. And he insisted that his own crew get some food together that he can offer to the other rider. And actually waited until they had it ready. He lost saddle time, waiting until the food was made ready, and then he took it across and make sure that the other rider got it. So it was a very great, healthy, competitive spirit to see between them. So it was great watching you race, Kabir.
Thank you, Kabir, for joining us today. Thank you, Lee, for having me in the show again.
Well, thank you, Kabir, and thank you, Divya, for chiming in there Thank you, Maria, for hosting the show, and thank you, the viewers, for watching. We appreciate all of you, particularly those of you who support us on the social media. Don't forget to check the show notes. On our next show, we're going to Denmark with Eline Sterup, who we believe will be the first female Scandinavian solo rider in the race across America. Be with us next time on October the 7th for show number 199. Goodbye, Maria.
Goodbye, Lee. Goodbye, everyone. See you in about 10 days.
Music by Kevin MacLeod.